First charge ending in, the warrant ends in number 4965. It says that the defendant, Jeffrey Coley, did willfully and unlawfully violate South Carolina Code of Law, Section 4453-370, possession of methamphetamines, by being in possession of approximately 0.5 grams of methamphetamines. The methamphetamines were located in the center console cup holder of his vehicle subsequent to a vehicle pursuit. The defendant was the only vehicle occupant at this time. This did occur in the 700 block of Heckle Boulevard, which is within the city limits of Rock Hill, South Carolina, in York County. And the incident date is June 24. Also on warrant number 4957, it says that on June 23rd, the defendant did willfully and unlawfully violate South Carolina Code of Law 1611-330 by displaying a handgun to employees and demanding money from the register of the business of KFC, located at 1343 East Main Street, which is within the city limits of Rock Hill. Employees turned over $516.02 in U.S. currency, and the defendant left the scene driving a green 2000 Plymouth Neon, displaying North Carolina license tag PYS 4059. And then on warrant with numbers ending 4958, you're charged with possession of a firearm during a crime of violence. This warrant reads that on June 23, 2014, the defendant did willfully and unlawfully violate South Carolina Code of Law 1611-330 by displaying a handgun to employees and demanding money from the register of the business KFC, located at 1343 East Main Street, which is within the city limits of Rock Hill. Employees turned over $516.02 in U.S. currency, and the defendant left the scene driving a green 2000 Plymouth Neon, displaying North Carolina license tag PYS 4059. And then the last warrant ending in numbers 4965, this is the violation of the drug law, possession of methamphetamine. We read that already. All right, so you got 3 warrants. You should have copies of 3 warrants. And then you have a copy of a citation for failure to stop for blue light. Mr. Coley, do you need to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I need a court appointed.
Are you employed, Mr. Coley?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
Chick-fil-A, Indiana.
And what's your salary?
$8.50 an hour.
How many hours a week do you work?
40 hours.
Are you married or single?
Married.
Is your spouse employed?
No, ma'am.
How many people do you support?
Me, my wife, and my daughter.
All right, so 2. Do you own any real estate or any stocks or bonds or any valuable property?
Yes, ma'am, I have an acre of land in Fort Mill.
Okay, how much do you think that land is valued at?
It's property value, the land and the mobile homes at $28,500. I had an appraiser come out about 3 months ago.
$28,500?
$28,500, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any money in a checking account or savings account?
No, ma'am, not currently.
All right, do you own a vehicle?
The vehicle I was driving was given to me, the green Plymouth, but it was in my mother's name. It had been transferred over.
All right, Mr. Coley, based on the fact that you are employed, you do have income, and you do own land, and you are expecting to receive a title to a vehicle, I'm going to deny your application for a court-appointed attorney. You will have to hire an attorney to represent you.
With the incident with the gun being showed, they're terrified. They're not getting good night's sleep. He's turned their life upside down, and just within minutes, they're out there trying to make an honest living, and this is what they got. When he left the location, he put a bunch of other lives in trouble, because that intersection right there coming out of Bellevue Shopping Center is a very busy intersection, and he took off in front of other vehicles. There was a lot of lives put in danger. I would appreciate if we would really consider no bond or maximum at law, that the law allowed.
All right.
And I want to thank the law enforcement for a job well done.
All right. Appreciate you being here, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Always lived in Rock Hill.
For the past 9 years. Indian Land, South Carolina.
Okay. They have your address listed as Charlotte, North Carolina. Why is that?
That's why I'm staying with my mother right now.
You're living with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you put her address on that public defender application?
1701. Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been living with your mother?
Since my dad passed, it's been about 1.5 years.
Is your mom employed?
No, ma'am. She draws Social Security, and she receives a check from the church that my dad pastored at for 38 years before he deceased.
Okay. All right, sir. In reference to your bond, in reference to the failure to stop for a blue light, the armed robbery, and possession of a firearm, and violation of the drug law, possession of methamphetamine, I am not going to set a bond for you. Your bond is denied,